Hey guys, welcome back to a Talking Dead Guy. This is episode 2, and I have with me and a return guest. Got some repeat speech jammer going on. That'll screw me up. This is a repeat guest that we had on a podcast we were trying before. Freddy Morris from Night of the Living podcast. Say hi, Freddy.
Hey, what's up? Thanks for having me.
Oh, absolutely. I know we were having some audio issues last time, and I kind of felt bad about that. And I really wanted to kind of just get a chance to be one-on-one with you and really focus on what you've got going on, because I think everything you do is very impressive, and I think you're a very talented, great guy. And I think it just deserved more focus. I deserve more focus. So why don't you go ahead and start off by telling us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. Well, you and I way back. We went to school here in Cincinnati, Ohio. As I got older and I recording bands as an into myself for a long time, we would all this recording gear, and that was like my life was. And too much, I was fans taking advantage of me and not paying their bills. Shut it down, but I had all the gear. And I sell a lot of this gear, but with just the basics left, we're like, let's start podcasting. This was back in 2006. And we were like, instead of everything, let's keep the basics that we can do to do it. What will we do it about? Because back then, there was some more like business management stuff. There weren't a lot of it. So like, we were looking at like this to have like a talk show, like at the time we were some comedians from New York, just minimizing what they do. They do a lot of, they were like birthday clowns. I started a podcast where they brought in performers in New York, and we were fans of that shit. We were like, well, what are we really passionate about that week? And it was horror movies. So let's do horror movies. We're really into horror movies. Makes it easy. Just do what. And us and a couple other friends were in Andy Hung. So the four of us, Amy Morris, we started thinking it would be something a couple of friends would listen to, and act like we're a morning zoo DJ, but it kind of blew a really popular show, and from live so much so that like we've done conventions with Horror Hound magazine, and I produced their podcast called Horror Hound, and then now there's this huge network of fantasy podcasts out there. It's just insane to see how the whole thing has into this massive other form of media that just didn't exist pre-2000. I think 2000 just didn't listen to podcasts at all. It's like this whole other wing of the media. Wild. And doing all that is like, let me come back being a musician again, because that balance between balancing the life in the
Wow. Okay. Give us 1 second, guys. Give us 1 second. See if this doesn't fix it. The audio is cutting out really bad again, and it's like cutting you off when you're talking. So I thought maybe I'd try to close it out and see if that fixed it. What I don't, I unfortunately, it seems like it's just going to keep chopping you up as you're talking. I went ahead and asked the guys in the chat if it was cutting out, and they were like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Oh, so it's not just my side."
Well, let me switch devices. I can.
So we can keep trying and see if it goes. I just don't want you to get frustrated. And what's up, Pops? What's up, Elon? see if you can work that out. What's up, Steph, Colin, Random, you guys? Thanks for stopping in. Again, I've got Freddie Morris with me. He's actually worked Elon in here in the chat, Freddie. He also worked on The Crow with us. He did
Oh,
Albrecht's
cool.
voice, and I think he did some for 1010, I think, or no, maybe Tom Tom. I'm not sure which, but one of the TT guys from The Crow. Sorry about that, guys. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I'll pull up his Night of Living podcast here. This right here, guys, I will drop a link. I will drop a link for you guys to be able to check this out. I think you guys should definitely check this out for sure. Let me go ahead and pull this up so I can scroll through. I've been able to be lucky and found these guys way back, and I will admit I haven't been keeping up recently, but their older stuff I'm a huge fan of. The stuff that is available on their Patreon or whatever. I am a huge fan of these guys. They are hilarious. I can't actually listen to one of them without cracking up at least quite a few times. So the knowledge they have on film, and to let them sit there and listen to them just debate movies and talk about the horror films, the knowledge they have behind the directors and then the production companies and everything that's coming out is impressive. So if anything, you guys, I will drop a link in here actually real quick here. I'll drop it into the chat, and you guys check that out when you get a chance. We're figuring this out. We'll figure it out. If anything, we'll try this again at another Friday date or another Thursday date. If we can't get it sorted out. You there, buddy?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Oh, that's beautiful. Okay.
All right.
Hey,
Awesome.
We're back. We are back, and we got it sorted. Sorry about that, guys. Not a big deal for me, but sorry about that. Okay, man. Honestly, I hate to do it to you, but everything you were telling us about before with the podcast, I heard some of you, gathering. Yes, Steph. Audio is my thing, but I can't. I can't do audio when I'm like across a river and miles away from a guy. Why don't you go ahead and break down for us one more time after you said you accumulated music equipment? Because I do remember you were in drama. You played music in school. I remember that. You had all this extra music equipment. Go from there and explain where the podcast come from at that point, because we missed most of that. Got all chopped up.
It's kind of getting into a little inside baseball anyway, so you didn't miss too much. I was just trying to explain that at the podcasting was very, very much like people in technical and business fields listen to for entertainment. But there were a few. The Girl, which is a show my wife and I both really enjoyed. Former, they were like child party circus clowns. Started this show interviewing comedians in New York. We were like, we should do something like that. We can tell of the RSS stream and get then we looked at it like pirate radio, Let's just talk about horror movies, because we're huge horror movie fans. And at the time, there was only one other in Texas called Pickled Embryo. They were the only other like that with podcasting. They were talking about movies, and ours just kind of took off. We thought it would be like a hobby, more of a kind of an adventure for us to get involved with Horror Hound magazine here in Cincinnati and do their show and go to their conventions. We produce their, a whole lot of adventure.